You ever hear folks say there is a battery crunch and then, boom, your dealer says the pack is back-ordered for months, but prices are falling at the same time, and it makes no sense to your wallet? I felt that whiplash too. I'm Morgan, and this is Recall Roadmap with Morgan. If this sounds like the kind of messy but real talk you want more of, that's what we do here at Recall Roadmap with Morgan, so yeah, subscribe if you want in. Here's the quick map from mine to module. Lithium comes from salty brines and dry places or from hard rock called spodumene. Brine is pumped up and dried into salts. Rock is blasted, roasted hot, and leached. Both end up as lithium hydroxide or carbonate that goes into cathode active material. Cobalt mostly rides along with nickel mining, with a big chunk coming from Central Africa. Then it is refined and blended into NMC cathodes. Cells get stacked into modules, and modules into packs, and packs into cars. Sounds smooth, but the choke points are sneaky. Refining is the fire-breathing dragon in the middle. It eats energy and time. For lithium from brine, making 1 ton of lithium hydroxide can mean around 5 to 7 tons of carbon dioxide. From hard rock, it can be more like 14 to 15. And most cell factories sit in Asia, with China running far ahead of Europe and the United States on output. Here is the twist that tripped me up at first. Supply lately ran ahead of demand, even as electric car battery use grew fast. So your wait might be long because of where the bottleneck sits, not because mines ran dry. If the mine-to-module path is a relay race, refining is the runner who drops the baton, and capacity location is the headwind you cannot see. Want to see where the time and money really get stuck? Okay, deep dive, coffee sip, let's go. I used to think mining was the slowest step, but refining keeps proving me wrong. 2 streams feed the river. Brine lithium is lower energy at the start, but still needs power for the final chemical steps. Hard rock lithium gets mined, crushed, and roasted, which is heavy energy, often tied to coal grids or diesel upstream. That is why refining alone can be most of the total lithium energy use. Those numbers are not pretty, and, I hate saying it, but clean tech still leans on dirty power in places. Now layer in geography. China's cell output dwarfs Europe and the United States. Cathode and anode capacity there can be several times global demand. Yet your car built in the States or in Europe might still wait, because local capacity is smaller and shipping eats calendar days. Meanwhile, the market picture is weirdly calm. In the last year, lithium and cobalt supply exceeded demand by mid-single to low double digits. Prices eased, but lead times did not vanish. Why? Because bottlenecks live in specific links like conversion plants, not at the mine gate. On cobalt, another shift is rolling. LFP batteries, which skip cobalt and nickel, are taking share, especially in standard range cars. Also, batteries, not oil refineries or jet alloys, are now the main home for cobalt demand. So chemistry choices can change pressure on the chain fast, like swapping tires mid-race. Here's my tension point. Oversupply today can flip if demand jumps, and the same choke points persist. And I do not want to promise smooth roads when I see potholes. Want to know how we actually trace which batch is in your pack when a recall hits? Let me show you how we follow the breadcrumbs. Every pack leaves the factory with layer upon layer of identity. Think pack serials, module IDs, cell lot codes, and supplier batch numbers. It is like a stack of luggage tags after a wild trip. Automakers map those IDs to dates, materials, and process lines. When a defect pops up, they query the map. They can say, these modules use cathode material from plant A on week B with lithium hydroxide lot C. That is how a recall notice lands on the right vians. This is getting formalized into a digital battery passport in places like the European market. The idea is a record for the life of the battery, where the lithium came from, how the cobalt was handled under a chain of custody, what was recycled, and, crucial for you, what warranty terms apply and what parts can be swapped. As a tech investigator, I have chased these trails, and yeah, sometimes the breadcrumb line breaks, which is why standards matter. When the line holds, a dealer can order the exact module that matches your build, and your wait drops from months to weeks. 2 quick wins for you. Ask your dealer for the battery passport or the materials trace summary if they have it. And grab our free checklist, battery warranty questions to ask a dealer, so you know what to pin down before you sign. Do you want the 5 questions I ask every time so you can avoid the classic recall runaround? Next, let's talk recycling because it helps, but not as much as the headlines say right now. Here's the honest part I wrestle with. I want recycling to save the day, and it will help a lot. But today, it still covers a small slice of total need. Collection is uneven, and many old batteries are still in cars or in second life. So near term, we cannot recycle our way out of every crunch. We can, however, make smarter choices. If you want fewer cobalt risks, look for trims that use LFP chemistry. If you want higher energy and are okay with NMC, ask about cobalt sourcing and chain of custody. Ask how modules are serviced. A pack designed for module swaps can cut downtime and waste. Ask where cells are made, because region affects lead time and carbon. I feel a tug between speed and impact here. We need faster clean transport, but we also have to face the diesel and coal that still touch parts of the chain. On future supply, some people pitch deep-sea nodules as the fix, and others say keep it on land. The truth is, comparing harm across those worlds is messy and uncertain, and I do not want to sell you a simple answer. My take is progress is a ledger, not a slogan. Be picky, ask for data, and push your dealer to show their receipts. If this kind of steady, safety-first car talk helps you, hit subscribe and stick with me. Thank you for watching, and if you want next steps, download the battery warranty questions to ask a dealer and queue up our episode on pack repairs and recall timelines, because how else do we drive change without asking better questions together?